Would you look at that? Would you look at that? I think that means, oh yes, if you're watching this, I am Zelmont, and yeah, I'm Zelmont. Welcome to the channel. This is, if you're watching this, you should know this is the Supercut. If you find yourself enjoying the Supercut in this week's episodes, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts, and as always, feel free to share any of my content. I get a little self-conscious of it myself, like, especially when I'm recording and like my wife or one of my kids comes in or they're watching one of my, I do actually get super self-conscious. But I am actually legitimately looking to grow the channel. So yeah, if you see anything that you like, please feel free to share. And comment. Like I say, I am looking to improve. I'm always looking to improve in everything I do. But yeah, let's get loaded into the server here and the Drama cluster, and we'll get into this week's episodes. The first episode this week is just going to be an update and a thank you to my buddy. But yeah, we'll leave that for the episode. You know, there's no point in doing that in now when we're literally about to load into the game and then do that, right? Also, I think this week we're going to have, we'll see how long this takes, but thinking I should have time to try my very first reaction to a song here. Because of my limited editing capabilities, I don't have a computer or anything to do it on, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually going to be doing it on the game here. I'm going to use Spotify, so it's not going to be the music video. We're just going to be listening to the song and reacting to it. But I actually haven't... Well, disclaimer, I have heard like 15 seconds of the song kind of deal. It didn't really do much for me at the time, but like I say, it was literally like just the tiniest little snippet. I have not actually really sat down and listened to the song. I don't know any of the lyrics, so you know, we'll take a look at that. It's a new one from Brandon Hart and featuring Tom MacDonald. And well, y'all know how I feel about Tom MacDonald. Tom MacDonald is GOAT, man. And yeah, I still remember the first video I seen from Tom MacDonald. The just a Facebook video with the banners in the top and bottoms saying how it was clickbait. Totally was too, but it had a legitimate message if people actually listened to it. And that was Straight White Male. That was the first Tom MacDonald song I ever actually listened to. It was total clickbait. I'm like, what the hell? Who the heck is this guy with all these face tattoos and like, you know? Excuse me. And yeah. And then I went down right after that song, I went down the rabbit hole to see if there was, and I found like there was really substance to this guy. He wasn't just clickbait, right? And he has a wide variety too. You know what I mean? Like, what's love emoji? Yeah, heart emoji. It's, you know, more of a punk kind of song. I dug that when it came out just because it was very different from his others. Oh, really? You're gonna make me have to do loading again? Like, I'm trying to do my videos here. Well, you know, arc will be arc. Hopefully, you know, the updated one will be better. Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. Did I laugh? Yeah, I definitely laughed. Have we even seen any gameplay footage from it yet? Like, legit, it's supposed to be like releasing in like 2 months, 3 months, and we still haven't even seen any gameplay footage? I wonder if there's gonna be a delay. They already announced a delay for Arc 2 again. Surprise, surprise. Alright, let's give this a go again. Because, you know, we got to get in to do the videos. Well, I don't know. I might be able to do like the space trash first reaction kind of doing it. I have it set up on the Spotify, on the PlayStation, or like I did it on my phone and then connected, right? And yeah, I got it all set to go. Because otherwise, like, like you get dinged with copyright infringement kind of deal if you're like trying to stream and whatnot. And I'm not. I know lots of people do for first reactions though, and this is legit a first reaction. And with somebody, oh, am I stuck on the floor? No, I gotta give it a second. I think third person. There we go. All right. There we go. And now, should we get into the videos? I think we should get into the videos. Let's do this, eh? See the join Discord Parasaur? Yeah. Well, we'll get into that with the first episode. Oh, wrong one. I wanted orbit camera. There we go. There we go. Hello and welcome to another episode. I'm Zelmont and this is my YouTube where I play Ark and talk about random stuff. Today's episode is going to be a bit of an update video. If you find yourself enjoying today's video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts, and as always, feel free to share any of my content. And this one, yeah, it's just a bit of an update. For the most part, we haven't done too much. My buddy... Shout out and a thank you to Darth Juniper. He dropped me off a bunch of baby dinos to raise, and now I got these ones are imprinted and not breeding ones. Like, I mean, I could use them to breed still if I wanted, but like these are my ones for actual using. Let's show all of them off. This is the starter that I got on the server. Let's see, I probably don't need this on anymore. I'll probably turn it off. But yeah, I got a Griffin for the starter, just because I like the diving for getting around the map. And there was one other major factor. The major factor, I can shoot while riding it, right? Like while I'm flying, I can shoot. So I really like that. So out of the starters, yeah, I picked the Griffin. Even though it doesn't have a saddle, so I do not. My plan is to avoid using this guy for fighting, like pretty well. Period. But yeah, we have him. He's my starter. We'll put him back away. And then we have our gathering dinos. Dodic, Hilda. Yeah, all of these personal ones, all of my personal ones are named as well. Like just Lil, my beaver. All of my ones for using too ended up being female too. Like they were all female. That's fine. Brenda's got a baby. Yeah, we got Brenda, our Anki, and our RG. These were all dropped off by my buddy Darth Juniper. Personally, I don't like all the color combinations. It's not my cup of tea. I don't mind it for the RG, but like, and the Anki, but the Beaver and the Dodic, I kind of want a different color scheme if I might. We'll see though. They're my gathering dinos, so I probably, once you have them, you kind of I don't usually put too much attention to them myself. So I'll probably just have them. But either way, like they're good dinos, and it has all my resources covered, right? I was planning on doing a big expansion last night so that I could have something to show off for this video. But it's, when you get to be an older gamer, you go to play, you think you're finally going to get that time, and then the dreaded sleep hits you. But I did go out and gather some resources so that for building. My plan, like, I know people tend not to like the stone on these servers because they cause more lag than the metal, apparently, so I'm told. But I tend to like the stone for look, so and just initially stone is nice. And then I did go and do one metal run. I did go and get some oil to make into gas, and I made a little gas last night, but when I went to crash, I pulled it out and just left enough for it to run the metal, right? But yeah, otherwise, we got this buddy over here, and that's why there's that join Discord parasaur. The admins on the server left it to get this person to join the Discord so they can contact them, at least initially. I reported these two people not because I actually care. I really personally don't. They're small bases. They're not... well, this one is kind of a little bit in... I'm not planning on expanding that way because there is a base over there. But this base over here is kind of in my way for expansion. And I just mainly didn't want myself to get reported when I was here first. But yeah, we got this Baby Cakes over here. And this hum over here. Baby Cakes has been contacted, and apparently it will be moving. And like I say, I am fully the one who reported them, but it's not because I don't care. It's not about an enforcement of the rules per se, although enforcement of rules makes it good for everybody. It makes a fair playing field. The main reason, like I say, I didn't want to get reported and have to take my stuff down when I was clearly here first. Like, one of Chicky's tapajaras has been stuck against my drop trap since, like, before she built her wall. So, like, to try and say, oh, I didn't know you were there. Well, did you really? But yeah, it's like the one moderator, when I reported it, was talking to me, and they're like, they mentioned, that island is kind of an outlaw land, because it's usually the first one people go to, and a lot of people aren't even set up on the Discord before they join in and whatnot, right? So I get it. I get island does tend to be a lawless area. Like I say, my only deal for reporting it was I didn't want to get reported. I wanted to be proactive in that, right? Especially given, like, I was considerate of that myself, because, like I say, just over here, I'm just going to show this, and then we'll cut this video off. Probably already went over my time, more than likely. Well, we're probably just really close. But yeah, there's Buddy over here, right? His base didn't load in? Oh, right there, okay. There's Buddy right here, right? Dig. And Baby Cake's base is actually in render of that base, too. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't build here. This is actually a good build spot, and I would have built here myself if it wasn't for that base right there. Right? So that's why I built up over here, right? And now, yeah. So, it is what it is. Like I say, I am definitely the one who reported. Sorry, I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble. Just trying to avoid being in trouble myself. I think it's literally that. But the plan is, I'm supposed to have 2 days off now. So my plan is I'm going to go get some stuff that I kind of need to get done today after I get this video done, and then otherwise I should have a bunch of time to actually work on the base. I might even convince the wife to come play with me tonight, and well, hopefully the next supercut and the next week's videos, you guys will see some an actual base. I think I'm going to what I think I'm going to go for is I think I'm going to do a house and a yard and utility buildings. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to go that route versus doing a single structure deal. Because while the server, as long as the stuff is fully repaired, you can freely pick up anytime. So, like, I can completely reconfigure this, right? But yeah, I'm like I say, what I think I got in my head right now is I'm going to build an actual house kind of looking thing with a yard and utility buildings, right? I'll have a hatchery building. I'll have, well, like not really a hatchery building, like a stable kind of thing with the incubator in there, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I got something in mind now, I think. But anyways, if you enjoyed the update and can't wait to see more, and hopefully, like I say, next time I should really actually have something more to show than just Buddy, the dinos Buddy gave me and I got raised up. Mind you, thank you, Darth Juniper. And maybe we can get Darth Juniper actually in on a video. Maybe it could be more than just me talking. It'd be great. But I don't know about that. But thank you either way for the dinos. They are really going to help out and speed this along. Especially the RGs. I like RGs. They're a workhorse. The reduced weight on like all things stone is just great. And they typically have like just in general a high weight. They get the regen when they eat a corpse. Take a bite out of a corpse. Usually it eats the whole corpse when you're boosted, but not necessarily. But yeah, once again, if you find yourself enjoying, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts, and feel free to share. Oh, the wrong one. I hate when I do that. Till next time, thanks for watching. Oh, I'm being invaded by wild dinos. Alright, let's now for a video that actually has a real topic. Hello and welcome to another episode. I'm Zalmont and this is my YouTube where I play Ark and talk about random stuff. Today's episode we're going to talk about some random stuff. Don't mind the Brano kind of shaking everything and being all loud. I might have to kill it just for that reason. It's go away. You know what? Take this. Yeah, we're gonna redo the opening for this. For those watching the SuperCut, this is just for you. Watch me kill the Bronto. Frickin' hell. Because it's not a level that I want. Because, yeah, it's not a level that I want. It's not a color that I really care about, so... Though I don't know. Judging from the look of the dinos that my buddy gave me, it's probably a color of Brano that my buddy would have liked. Oh. But, alright. Let's go try this again, shall we? You know what? You're being a pain, too. What level are you? 45. No, you're gonna wreck all my stuff. Grr. Oh, well. Alright, let's start this again, shall we? Hello, and welcome to another episode. I'm Zalmont, and this is my YouTube, where I talk about random stuff and play Ark. Today, we're talking about random stuff. Today's episode, all is one and one is all. And what do I mean by that? Today's video, I'm talking about my beliefs in God. What my conceptualization of it, and how I used to think of myself as atheist, and I really can't do that anymore. I'm not atheist. I do legitimately believe in a God. I believe I am God. I believe you're God. I believe your pet is God. I believe the space dust is God. I believe the earth itself is God. All is one. One is all. I think God is all there is. But it's like us with our imaginations, and that's exactly it. Like, we were created, I agree with this concept that we were created in the image of God. Humans in particular, we were created with this ability to create and conceptualize that is beyond other animals. And I think God is essentially that. God is like alone in the universe. He's it, but you can create you're God. You have the power to create anything and everything. Well, what would you do if you had the power to create anything and everything, and you had the power to see all and be all? Well, you would do exactly that. You would create a universe, you'd set it up the way the universe kind of is, wouldn't you? Because if you make, everybody including myself when I was younger, you want to do this condemnation of God. Well, if God was perfect and all-knowing and all-powerful, then why would God allow a universe that would allow bugs to burrow out of children's eyes and, the really bad stuff in the world? Why would a God allow it? Well, because by interfering, you're limiting the game. You need villains to have heroes. You need adversity to find strength. If it would be boring, it's like games. When you make games too easy, it's boring because there's no difficulty in it. There's no challenge. And so, yeah, the universe is set up in a way that, everyone gets what they get. And it's hard, it's harsh, but yeah, I think God is everything and everyone. He wanted to experience all, good and bad, right? Especially you're the ultimate being. I think God is the singularity. We are the singularity. We are in the image of God. That's. So it's one of those, I don't know. I don't specifically prescribe to any religion per se. But there are definitely certain ideas that I find common within many that I absolutely identify with, and I always have. And like this, like I say, the very Christian idea that we were created in the image of God. I actually fully agree with it. I think, like I say, I think humans were one of the beings in this universe, and I accepted the very real possibility that there are other beings elsewhere in the universe. It's an awful big universe, And I mean, look at our own games. Have we not put aliens in our own games to spice things up? Of course we have. Why wouldn't God? God is us. We are God. We've done it. Why wouldn't God? Of course God's done it. Of course. Of course. There's a possibility, right? Therefore, it's an inevitability. But that's, I don't know, that's it took a long way to get, because like I say, I understand the blaming God. I fully understand. How could you create a universe that would? Because any other universe, it wouldn't matter. And that's why. You need the horde for the reason. As cruel as it is, sometimes. We matter because we have free will, but because we have free will, there will always be evil. That's the deal. And if you created a universe where that is the deal, you can't create a perfect universe. And if you create a perfect universe, well, then all you have created a universe of slavery. Is that really the perfect universe? I don't know. But yeah, I definitely can no longer say that I am atheist. All is one and one is all. So what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? If you found yourself enjoying today's video, if you enjoyed today's topic, leave a like, comment, let me know your thoughts. This really is one of those videos that I actually legitimately want to hear other people's thoughts. And this is one that, depending on the interaction I get with this, we could go further down the rabbit hole or we could leave it alone. But yeah, if you found yourself enjoying, leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, please let me know your thoughts, and feel free to share. Until next time, thanks for watching. Alright, and we're going to go inside for the next video, I think. We'll just do it here. Hello and welcome to another episode. I'm Zelmont and this is my YouTube where I play Ark and talk about random stuff. Today's episode we are talking about random stuff. Today's topic, being a gamer, and that's kind of a broad topic. Really, if you really want to get into it, it really does tend to be a fairly broad topic. Because what is, and for me, I've always been a gamer and like a full all-around gamer. I've big into when Magic the Gathering was still new, I was big into MTG. As a poor kid, because back when, you don't see it so much these days, but back when MTG started, it was common for you to play for ante, which what ante was both anyone playing, and usually it was one-on-one games. Getting into group games, playing for ante just didn't work. People would team up if a rare card come up, and it just didn't work. But usually one-on-one, you'd play one-on-one, and each person would pick a random card from their deck, and that card is up for whoever wins. Whoever wins walks away with the cards. And so as a poor kid, I actually won most of my collection. I was huge into it. But then, I also got into tabletop gaming, your Dungeons & Dragons. I didn't get to play much of it. I do enjoy it. I would love to play more of it, but it's really hard for me to get a group regularly kind of deal. So, and then, video games were always a thing that my dad kind of integrated into me and my siblings. Me and my brother and my half-sisters specifically. And she kind of gave up gaming, I think, for the most part, into her adulthood. But we all, as teenagers and kids, were gamers. My brother and I continued on, although now we're the old gamer. What's the old gamer? The old gamer is you go to work, you get done your day at work, and you go home, and you're so happy that, yay, you can finally get time to play the game, and you throw the game on, and before you know it, you're snoozing. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, always been a gamer, and so I kind of wanted to talk about what is a gamer? At least, what's gamer to me, right? What does that mean? And especially because I was always more your competitive or hardcore gamer, and what that meant for these days I'm kind of more casual. But what it used to mean for me was I played video games daily. I actually put in, and this would be unbelievable to people who aren't there. But I used to put in probably 8 hours of gameplay a day. Every day. And on my days off, I'd put even more in. Right? But that was I didn't have any real responsibilities other than just support myself. I didn't have no kids. I didn't have So it was just I had to pay rent, feed myself, and clothe myself. And clothing, it doesn't take much. You get your stuff for Christmas, and that kind of keeps you through. As an adult, where you're not like outgrowing stuff and whatnot. Well, like I say, if you're not concerned about fashion, if that's not your thing, well, yeah, you need a handful of shirts and pants and last you for years. Wow, I don't know. Like I say, I get replacements on my Christmas, and it kind of works out. But yeah, it didn't take much. So yeah, I was putting in that hard, and people don't understand. It's like, well, that's because you're looking at it different. You don't look at an athlete and go, well, geez, you're spending 8 hours playing a game. Yeah, no, exactly. It's that same drive, but into something different. And depending on the games the person is into, they are actually good. They help with cognitive ability. They help with eye-hand coordination. They help with decision making, reading. Like it. They legitimately, especially like if you're at that more competitive level. Which when I was a teenager and a young adult, I was at that competitive level. Like when for the original Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2, I've had those on my Xbox, and I was a top 5 player. Like, and what I mean by top is I never placed lower than top 5, or I never placed lower than top 5. I was always in top 5. There's a couple people that I played with regularly that I never actually knew in real life, but they too, like, we'd always be in top 5, like, and that's how I became friends with them. And it was I didn't become friends with them so that I could co-op with them. Okay, it's not, oh, well, you're awesome, I don't want to have to play against you, so come on. No, you're awesome, so I want to play against you. You don't, when you're at that competitive level, the only way you get better in anything is if you keep yourself at that edge. So if you want to get better in that gaming sphere, in your competitive games, you got to go against the best. You got to keep putting yourself against the best. Otherwise, you're going to get rusty and you're going to get lazy, and yeah. And it's the same when in your actual sports. You got to push yourself, and it really is. It's like a lot of people non-gamers have a trouble seeing that, but for a gamer, it's literally that same drive that you have in an athlete. And the same, like, doing guilds is you are a manager. You are a team captain. I remember playing World of Warcraft and running my own guilds, and yeah, like, it was, you put a lot into it. And like, literally at that point in time, I was quite literally putting full-time job hours into playing the game, and at least 3/4 of that was not even for personal benefit. Like, I'm not even playing the game in a way that I'm enjoying. What I'm doing is I'm doing work so that I can provide for other players, so that we can all play together, kind of thing. And yeah, but these days, being a gamer has totally blown up. Pretty well everyone's a gamer to some extent. But most people are casual gamers. They'll pick up a controller and they'll play, and they know how to play video game, but they're not on it daily. They're not, or if they are, it's just for a couple hours. Then you have your competitive people. There is a huge competitive scene. It's striking how big the competitive scene is. I haven't looked at numbers recently. They might have dropped down, but last I seen numbers, League of Legends was actually bringing in higher numbers than all but your top 3 sports worldwide. Like baseball, NFL, and soccer were still bringing in more people, but that was it. They had more numbers than everything else, right? Like I say, I haven't looked at the numbers recently. So numbers might have dropped, but the fact is esports, whether people who are not gamers realize it or not, actually has come full on onto the scene. It is at that same level. Elite, then you have your elitists. Elitists you tend to see most often in MMOs. And the reason I say that is because MMOs, you're most likely to get the cross between highly casual players and highly hardcore players. Elitists refuse to deal with casual players. And they'll have a whole bunch of standards that they put in place to avoid that. That sets them apart as elitists. So, they're not just a hardcore player. They're not just somebody who's putting 8 hours a day in like I used to. They're somebody they're putting that 8 hours in a day, plus they're requiring that if you're playing with them, you must put in that same time. You must have this gear. You must have, you must be able to put out this much damage. That's elitist. Console wars. There is no console war these days. There really isn't. People play on whatever they play on. And there really is no console war. PC is the master race. PC is the best. But PC costs the most. Don't get me wrong, you can build a cheap PC, but that cheap PC is not really competing with your next-gen consoles. What's competing with the next-gen consoles is the $3,000 computer, not the $600. You know what I mean? The $600 computer, is not competing with your consoles. So there's something to be made about that. Though I think I am going to be going PC. I don't know. Well, we'll see, because the next-gen consoles are starting to get to that point where they're not next-gen anymore, which means that you can get second-hand for cheap. So I might pick one up cheap in the next year versus getting while I work towards building my computer. Because, I still got to pay off credit cards and that sort of deal before I can really spend any serious money. But yeah, I think that's it. I think that we'll call that it for today's episode. Being a gamer. I don't know. Hopefully I shed some light. Being a gamer is whatever you want it to be. Everybody's a gamer of some kind. Well, I guess not everybody, but most people these days are a gamer. 25% of seniors identify as being a gamer these days. I will definitely be one of them. But yeah. If you think of yourself as a gamer, and you enjoyed today's episode, leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts, and feel free to share. Till next time, thanks for watching. Oh, geez, I think these episodes are going long. I'm not sure. I think I'm rambling a bit more than I intended to. I just got little jot notes for that being a gamer, but I don't think that was the way I intended it to go. I know. But whatever. Hopefully it worked out. Hopefully, So, well, a lot of that stuff, and that's why, even though I get self-conscious, I kind of just push through my self-consciousness, because stuff does still tend to work out all right. But yeah, let's get into our next video, shall we? This one. Hello, welcome to another episode. I'm Zelmont, and this is my YouTube where I play Ark and talk about random stuff. Today's we're talking about random stuff. We're going to get into a political one. don't forget to leave a like if you find yourself enjoying today's episode. Subscribe for more content. Comment, let me know your thoughts. And as always, feel free to share. Today, right versus left, they're all crooks. And that's really, like I say, it's political, but it's not really political. People, generally speaking, everybody understands that all politicians are crooks. The thing that not everybody gets is that the right versus left is basically just another form of control. It's to keep us hopping, keep us choosing that, keeping them in power. It's like here in Canada, you elect the Conservatives to do certain things. The Conservatives never do the certain things. Even Justin Trudeau, the Liberal, the dictator himself, when he was elected, one of the biggest things that he was elected to do is electoral reform. Why? Because the fact is whether you think the Liberals are the best ones for reforming the electoral or not, which I don't think they are. You have to admit that the elections in Canada must be reformed. Right now, because they were set up as a monarchy and we still have that tradition, the whole system was actually set up for corruption. If the person at the top is not corrupt, they can keep it all controlled out from under them. But that person at the top is the king or queen. Right now, that's King Richard. King Richard. I mean King Charles. Yes. I like King Richard. Sure. No. But King Charles, right? He's still technically the leader of Canada on the books. Like, by our electoral, by the way our whole political system runs, he is still at the top. And now, if he is not corrupted and is willing to exert his authority, and we're willing to accept that exertion, which is actually really up in question, because the monarch has been such a figurehead in Canada for so long that it's kind of not in place anymore. But that, with the current system, you need that monarch. That monarch needs to be the uncorruptible one. And they need to be willing to exert their power to weed out corruption. Otherwise, the system is all meant to give handshakes up and up and up to the top. A system like that forces corruption. The moment corruption is in, corruption is rising to the top, and once corruption's at the top, there's no getting corruption out. It's just going to... Because here in Canada, we don't vote for the leaders. We vote for the party. You vote for... Like, voting for the leader, the party, and your local candidate is all in one vote. That's wrong. That's why Trudeau is in power. You here in the West, you... Here in the West, we're going to kill this Diplo. Here in the West, we wonder, like, why the people on the East Coast would vote Trudeau in. And, well, the answer is they didn't. They just didn't want their local conservative guy. So they voted for their local NDP or Liberal guy, because locally, that's what they wanted. But doing that means that on the big scale, we now have Trudeau. Hail dictator. I can't even literally can't even give my honest opinion on Trudeau and what I think should be done about him. I literally I'm not allowed to give my honest opinion. That is the Canada I live in. And why? Because of the way our politics is set up. And like I say, he was voted in. One of the big things he was voted in on was electoral reform. But the moment he got in, did he reform the election? Did he reform it at all? Nope. He backpedaled off that mighty quick. It's like I say, they're all crooks. It's all just meant to keep us in line. Right versus left, black versus white. It's nothing but control. It's all part of the system, and the system ain't broke. It's working exactly as intended. But I think I'll leave that one. This one might actually be a decent time one. I think I've kind of been going over my time this week. We'll see once I start editing. Once I start chopping these videos up. But oh, spin the camera. But yeah, if you found yourself enjoying today's episode, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts. And as always, feel free to share. Later. Oh, oops. Oops, it's supposed to be. Thank you for watching. Alright. All right, now we're going to get into it, shall we? Hello, and welcome to the final episode of the week. This one's a little special one. It's my first reaction video. I'm not, unfortunately, because of my editing capabilities, blah blah blah. I am not going to be doing the music video. I'm just going to be doing the song itself. Today we're going to do a first reaction to Brandon Hart's Space Trash featuring Tom MacDonald. So I'm just going to get into this, and we'll see how this goes. This is my first ever time doing this, and let's give it a listen. Hey, you're supposed to. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I think I can. I think I can agree with that. A bit of space trash, acting nothing like space. Especially if you take us as a whole. If you take all of Earth, especially all of humans on Earth. Yeah, I could. I could definitely agree with that. Do better, people. All of us, myself included. Tom MacDonald doing what Tom MacDonald does. Spit truth, man. Concentrated truth. Oh, oops. Oops. Huh. Yeah. I think it can earn a like. It's earned my like. For the most part, it's not a too serious song. It's a nice little groove song. And then you get Tom MacDonald's verse in there where he just spits his facts. It's what Tom MacDonald does, man. Even when he's having fun. It's why I'm a huge fan. Hog for life, man. Hangover gang. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I agree. Agree with we need to look at what we do. We need to do better. And even when you think you're doing good, you can do better. You need to be able to see yourself for what you are and where you do wrong. None of us are perfect, and we can all do better, and we all need to do better. But that's it for me this week, for today's episode. So if you enjoyed today's episode, if you enjoyed Brandon Hart's latest one, Space Trash, featuring Tom MacDonald, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more content, comment, let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy my first reaction? Did it work? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see at the end of this week when I finally upload it, because it's the last video. You got to watch the whole week to get that one. But subscribe for more content. Comment, let me know your thoughts, and as always, feel free to share. Thank you for watching. And here I'm going to put this stuff away for. Yeah, put this stuff away, and then we'll go, because, like I say, when I hop off from doing these videos, I got stuff to do, so I'm not going to be playing the game right now. I will be today and relatively soon, but, relatively soon in adult standards. Not relatively soon in child standards. And they are very different, actually. Shortly for me means in an hour or two. As a kid, if you're taking an hour, especially if you're saying or two, that is not shortly. But, thanks for tuning into the Supercut. What do you think of this week's episodes? Was this week's episodes, did they work out? I feel like my two ones that I want to talk, I think I need to structure them better. The All Is One and One Is All, I think that one worked out okay. But the Being a Gamer one, I think that's one I'm going to have to come back to, and another day do it in another episode and do it more structured. Maybe even do like an opening monologue kind of thing for it. You know what I mean? But thanks for tuning in. Till next time. You know the channel. Give it a subscribe, leave a like, comment, and let me know your thoughts. Is there anything you'd like to see next week? Would you like Darth Juniper to make an appearance? Huh? Would you like that? Would you like Darth Juniper to come say hi? I would like Darth Juniper to come say hi, but I am biased. But yes, thanks for watching. Once again, final spiel. Leave a like, subscribe for more comment. Subscribe for more content. Comment, let me know your thoughts, and feel free to share. Thank you for tuning in to me content. Haha, I did that. I totally did that. And I'm leaving it in. Bye.